Hello everyone, my name is Bodu Abakar Muhammad. I am an AWS Solution Architect Associate and a Computer Information System grad focusing on cloud infrastructure and DevOps practices. So in this demo, I will walk you through an enterprise role-based access control architect I will implement on AWS, demonstrating secure access management using IAM role groups and role assumption. This project reflects a real-world cloud security design used in production environment. So in this project, we're going to be using AWS Service IAM, which is AWS Identity and Access Management, is an AWS service that securely control access to your organization's AWS resources, and it ensures the right people in an organization can only access the service they need to perform their task. So the goal of this project is to design a secure permission model where different teams have different access. So we have a team of admin, team of developer, team of tester. They all have different access in our AWS account and with different permission. So admin, they have administrator access, which means they can access the entire account, and developer, they have limited access to EC2, S3, and some logs, CloudWatch. So based on their task, you know, and also tester group, they have limited access like read only and monitor. So I am a role-based access control architect, enhance the security of our resource in the cloud, and it is part of the security best practices. And least privilege is enforced. So like DevOps can assume multiple rules. Uh, for example, the DevOps engineer does not have a permanent administrative access. Instead, they operate with limited permission and temporarily assume admin role when performing critical infrastructure tasks. So basically, they have like they are assuming admin role just temporarily. They don't have like a permanent access. So basically, this is the architect diagram of our project. So we have like three team of admin and three team of developers and tester as well. So I'm going to walk you through implementing each group, and also I'm going to enable multi-factor authentication, for all users. So we know that we know the exact identity, of each user has to identify themselves, and also security login. So it is secure way to know exactly who, to know the person who logged in, secure. So without further ado, let's implement our project. So let's navigate to IAM. First, let's create a user. Yeah, let's create group first. Let's make it smaller. So let's click create and type the group name, which is admin group. Scroll down, and so this group, this admin, they have administrator tasks. So let's give them the permission. So this is the permission. Let's click it and then let's create group. say already exists. So the group is already exists. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so we have already admin exists, so we're gonna add the user. So as of now, I have only one user, so I'm gonna be adding John and Sarah. So let's add the user. Let's go to user and create user and John. Okay, this is optional. Okay, let's just skip this for now. Let's attach it to this group. Click next and create user. So let's create another user. So now I created the group admin, which has three user, John, Mohammed, and Sarah. So I'm going to go to the next group. So let's go create group developer. And so we're gonna be assigning permission EC2 full access, EC2 full access, and then S3 full access. Okay, and maybe CloudWatch. CloudWatch. Yeah, CloudWatch. So basically, you can assign as much as you want, like based on their task. If they need, for example, services like DynamoDB, you can give them uh, permission to perform their task. So for now, we just have to stay with these three. Let's go create group user. So our developer group is created. We need to add the user. We have three users here as well. So I'm just gonna quickly add those users. So let's create the user, the first user, Met. Next. So we're gonna be assigned to this developer group. And then let's create user. So I'm gonna create the second two. So now I finished the creation of those three groups, and also I add all the user in each specific group. So admin has three user and permission uh, administrator access, and developer also has three user, which is this one, and has permission which is CloudWatch, EC2 full access, S3, and the tester as well. They have three user and the permission. So now we finish the implementation of this diagram. So now I'm gonna create another user to assume DevOps rules. So let's create user. Let's call it Guru hyphen DevOps. Okay, let's create. So for now, we just have to, we're not gonna assign it to any groups. So just create the user because it's gonna assume for DevOps rules. So let's quickly create the DevOps rules. Let's navigate to IAM. Let's go to rule. Let's click create, and let's use AWS account and this account. For now, we're not gonna require MFA, but let's go with this account. Now we need to assign the policy for permission. So let's give it the EC2, EC2 full access, full access. Let's see. Okay, EC2 full access, and then let's give it also S3 full access. Okay. Okay, let's give it also AWS code pipeline. AWS code pipeline full access as well, because DevOps, they need, you know, to perform their a lot of tasks, you know, deployment, CI/CD. Okay, let's go give it another permission. AWS code build, code build. Okay, code build developer. Yes, this one. So now let's go next, and now let's create the role. Let's just give it a DevOps. DevOps. Okay, say already exists. Let's just give it. Let's just put hyphen. Okay. Okay, there's a trust policy to assume the role. So now let's create. Okay. So now the next step is to allow DevOps role to assume admin role. So I already created admin role. So let's navigate to admin role, and let's trust relation. So let's edit trust policy, and we need to copy the our IRN for the admin role. So it's right here. So need to copy. So I already copied, but paste is different. Okay, so that's this update policy. So now that we allow DevOps role to assume admin role, the next step will be to give permission to DevOps role to assume admin role. So we have it open here. Let's navigate to DevOps rules. Let's go to let's create policy. So let's click create policy, and the policy JSON policy. So make it bigger a little bit. So now we're gonna need to copy the IRN for our admin rule. So let's navigate to IRN. This is our admin rule. We need to copy the IRN, and let's go here, and then paste it right here. It's just double quotation. Let's remove this one. Let's paste the IRN, and then also the action. Let's give it assume role. Okay, let's remove this quotation. Okay, so now we need to click next. So I gave it the name DevOps assume admin, and then let's scroll down and click create. Okay, so now we need to go search for our policy that we created, and then attach it to DevOps roles. So this one. Okay, this is our policy that we recently created, and then let's go to entity attach. Let's attach it. So let's search for DevOps role, attach. So now we successfully attach it. So now I successfully attach uh, the policy to DevOps rules. So let's check it. Let's just quickly let's go to DevOps rules and check it. So we have the policy that we recently created. dev assume admin, so successfully. So now the next step will be uh, to allow user DevOps to assume the DevOps rules. So let's create a policy for the user to assume. Let's create policy, JSON, and then let's just give it the. We need to copy the IRN for the DevOps. So this is the IRN for the DevOps. Let's copy. Okay, let's just remove the default. Close. Let's paste the IRN here. Just make it bigger. And then our assume role action will be assume role. Just remove the default. Just paste it. Okay, now we're gonna create next. Click the next, and then let's just type the name user assume DevOps. Yeah, let's just use user assume DevOps. Yeah, let's just click create. So now let's navigate to the user DevOps that we want to add the permission. Let's go to user. This is the user body. Let's just open it and then add permission. Okay, let's just attach policy directly. Let's search for the name that the user policy that we recently created. Let's just search for it. User admin DevOps. So we have it right here. Let's just attach it. Click next and add policy. Successfully. So now I successfully attached a DevOps policy to the user Bodu. So now Bodu DevOps can assume a DevOps rule to perform all the tasks temporarily, you know, and so let's move to the next step, which is to implement the multi-factor authentication. So, and also we're gonna create credential for each user, and I'm gonna test and see the result. So there are many users, but I will take only one example, and we're gonna take one example to demonstrate. So let's navigate to security credential, and we're gonna need to enable console access. So let's auto generate password. So let's download the credential. So now user body DevOps can successfully log in. Okay, let's just copy the URL and open a new tab and paste it here. Okay, let's see the username. Okay, let's open the file that we just recently downloaded. So this is the credential. Let's just open it. So you can see the user and then the password. Notepad. Okay, so the user is DevOps. Okay, and then this is the password. The password is auto generated, so now let's log in. What is this? We couldn't what's going on? Okay, now I successfully user DevOps is successfully connected to our resource. So now let's switch to roles. You see, let's try and let's see the I can switch to roles. Okay, account ID and role name. Let's say admin role, right? And then let's see. Oh, missing information. Oh, admin. Okay. I'm missing something. Let me see. So as you can see, even the DevOps, have not access to something like the cost, cannot see the cost, monthly, the forecast and everything. So they have limited access to our resource. So I'm getting this error. The reason why I'm getting this error, I cannot switch to admin role because I did not enable a console for the admin role. So I'll go and quickly enable console and try one more time. So I assume that the DevOps role already assume the admin role. That's why uh, I might not be able to you know switch. See, but still give me the error. So anyway, it's already demonstrated. So now I just log in as a DevOps roles. So I have limited access to the account. So now I'll go ahead and enable multi-factor authentication just to enhance security in the cloud. So let's switch back to the main user. Okay, switch back. Okay, so now this is DevOps. Let's add MFA files. So there are three ways you can add, you can use a multi-factor authentication. So this is the preferred way. You can use authenticator app. So I'm using Audi Google authentication. So let's just use this one and let's create device name. Let's just give it dev something like this. And let's create next, and then let's just scan the barcode. Get so I'm scanning the barcode on my phone and type the MFA code here, the first one, the second one, and authenticate. That's gonna activate, and then we're gonna test it. Okay, the first code is 43547. Then after 30 seconds, let's do 29 059. Okay, successfully added MFA, and now let's log out and test it. So now if I log back again to the DevOps rule, it's gonna prompt me multi-factor authentication. So to make sure the right person is connected to the, okay, let's just log out and log in, sign out. Okay, let's just give the credential, name, username, and then the password. So now I think it's gonna prompt me. Okay, multi-factor authentication. So that's it's enhanced our security. So I'm gonna need to use okay, 8 okay, no, 159998. Beautiful. So now you see it's secure way to connect to our uh, uh, resources. So now I just demonstrated the demo, and I hope you like it, and leave me some comment. Thank you so much for watching.